Right, so they're tied up at the minute. That's fine, I'm just not going to help Sans anymore. Mr. Boyd, my catering company, was preparing for the 20th anniversary banquet for the Gallery of Modern Art, but the celebration was cancelled at the last moment. It would be unfortunate if such a mountain of food went to waste. I'm willing to offer it to you and your men for a modest fee. Don't you think your employees would love these delicious dishes? It's only $300, and then people might like me, so sure. Federal law public gathering close to municipal buildings. The blacks are planning on a protest today in front of City Hall. This is a direct threat to the life of Mayor Rogers. Eliminate this threat by any means necessary. They're not trying to fucking kill him. They're protesting. About 100 black people were seen surrounded City Hall chanting, "We want attention." Well, at least I don't beat around the bush. Mayor Rogers is misinterpreting the law in his favour. In fact, federal law allows public events near municipal buildings, including the mayor's office, provided the event is peaceful. We better cover our asses. Ooh, should we get evidence against probably Sand, I think. Evidence against Christopher Sand. We can tamper with answering machine at Jack's home, adding a message from the mafia forcing the police chief to order some racist attacks against the protesters under threats against Jack's family. Yes. Suppressed by force. I think we will, just because I've already gone through the effort of buying something to actually falsify evidence to protect myself, and the fact that City Hall will like me more and I need them to like me more. So yes, even though I don't want to, because they're probably just peaceful anyway. City prosecutors have reason to believe that you seriously exceeded your judicial powers during today's protest. We're calling you in for official questioning. There we go, now my team's in the lead. And it should end soon so that Sans won't shoot me. What's going on, guys? ZombifiedGamer here and welcome back to This Is the Police. Stuffed toys purchased for orphanage found toxic. Price of alcohol increases by 60%. That's quite a big increase, fucking hell. Hearse crashes into ambulance, no survivors. Well, that's ironic. Beasley and Little got food poisoning and expect to be in the hospital for the next 5 days. For fuck's sake. To think I was being nice buying all that food. Motherfucker. Too tired, yeah, go home, you're a detective. While I was taking out the trash last night, I accidentally got some poison ivy. This morning I noticed my face was blistered. It doesn't look like anything serious, but I'd like to see the doctor just in case. Can I take the day off? See the doctor in your own time. City officials want to demolish my house because some bureaucratic error. If I don't resolve the problem today, my family is going to have to find another place to live. Can I have the day off? Fine, but come tomorrow. Too tired, yeah, go on. Not too tired, but you're an officer so you can stay. Same with you. Okay, let's go. I only have one detective for the day, that's great. And if you haven't noticed by now, Bob Meets Bob is my favourite track on this game. Don't forget to prepare for your upcoming meeting with the prosecutors. Yeah, but how do I prepare? That's my question. An elderly woman has reported that children wearing hoodies have painted rude words on a nearby monument. That's nothing too big. A teenage girl slipped past the skyscraper guards and found her way onto a roof. She's now standing on the edge. A guard called the police and she said that she was afraid to approach the girl. He could tell the girl is serious. But is she though? That's the real question. Is she serious? A trucker saw a teenage boy climb onto the safety fence in the middle of the bridge. The driver stopped and tried to talk to the boy, but the boy became hysterical, screaming, "Don't come any closer or I'll jump." What's with all the fucking suicides, man? Our guys took out a big rig belonging to Sun, sent it flying into the river. Everything was going great, but our people were stopped by a local gamekeeper who is holding them at gunpoint. Says that they can wait until the police arrive or he'll shoot them. Think you can send one of your guys to take care of it? Yeah. You'll wait for the police to arrive, alright? And she'll smack you in the head with your own gun, you motherfucker. Good job, Samadhi. Nice job. See, they're tired. And they did it perfectly. So, it's not really a problem when it comes to officers. And he's really tired. And he did it perfectly fine. A pedestrian said that he saw a dark pickup careen onto the sidewalk and hit 2 teenage skateboarders. He didn't even slow down. He just smeared the poor kids and kept driving straight ahead. The drunken freak. Okay. Well, just give me a second. I'll have my best cops on the case. There you go, and what is this one? We received a rambling call from a man who claims he returned home from work and found a huge cat sitting on his doorstep and is ready to attack. It's growling like a Tyrannosaurus. Stuttered the victim. It's a fucking cat. Jesus Christ. A pensioner looked out of his window and saw a crowd of naked people running through the streets. She didn't know what to think and called her neighbour, who had also witnessed the outrageous spectacle. The women together called the police and demanded an immediate explanation. Yes, because the police will know why a bunch of people are randomly running through the street naked. That makes sense. It's not like they organised it. This is more serious than we thought, requesting reinforcements. Well, shit. I've got 2 big cases on at the minute then, that's not good. I'll send 2. And then I think I'll just send all these people on that one, and hope it works. Don't let me down, guys. Please. Baggers need help, but I can't do anything right now. The reported cat Tyrannosaurus Rex is just an ordinary neighbour's pet and poses no threat to anyone. Well, obviously. I told you it's just a fucking cat. At least no one died, that's fine. Just get back. Come on, be faster, please. Thank you. We're taking another run at Sans' ranch. This time we've learned from our mistakes and we're much better equipped, but Mr. Vargo still wants to invite you along for the party. In fact, he insists you come. Okay. Guest of Mr. Sans is leaving Freeburg, but some punk somehow learned the route and prepared an ambush. It's turning into a shootout and we need any help we can get. Good luck with that one. I think this is the last day for all this war stuff to be going on. Looks like Vargo let a bunch of angry punks off the leash and now they're brawling with our men right outside the ice rink. There's a few dozen people in the brawl, so the police better step in and cool things off. Well, they won't. You're not allowed my help anymore, Sans. People wearing white caps have gathered outside City Hall demanding a return of the good old days of segregation and slavery in Freeburg. The crowd chanted, "White is right." Some were seen carrying revolvers. Okay. Let's fuck these bastards up. There we go.
212 in progress.
Oh good, you only need one officer. Perfect. Supermarket manager Sonia Franco reports that an elderly man deliberately overturned the vegetable table and is refusing to pay for the damages. He tried to escape. Store guards managed to detain the offender. So you're putting him under citizen's arrest. Nice one.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
No new frames. Fantastic. No new frames. Fantastic. I need new frames because I don't have all the frames that will actually fix it yet. So, nice one. I think Van Daal's probably one of my most underrated cops.
216 complete.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Look at that lead now. The tyrannical rule of Sanders' family, which had lasted for generations, has come to an end. The criminal world of Freeburg has been transformed beyond recognition. How exactly will it end up? That's for Vickers Vaga to decide. Indeed. Zoo animals starving. Toilet stolen from City Hall. Why would you steal toilets? That's so fucking weird. Freeburg hosted greatest lasagna in history. Okay, it's time to get a caught. Mr. Boyd, how do you feel about Black Rights Movement? I support it. All men are created equal and blacks are no exception. Why did you send your officers to a peaceful black rally? It's my job. We received a noise complaint. Well, you can protest near City Hall, so I can't say that one. Ooh, I don't know. It's my job. I send my officers wherever they may be needed. Do you think the participants at the peaceful rally pose a threat to others? That's hard to say. In such a large crowd, there might be a couple bad apples, who knows. In recent weeks, large-scale protests have rocked Freeburg. First, feminists marched in Desire Park, and today the blacks gathered outside City Hall. What do you think is the reason that there's been such a rise in civic activism in the city? I don't know. No comment. I have nothing to say. There you go. Mr. Boyd, are any of your friends black? No, I don't have any friends. Does he have any friends? I mean, he had one, and then he was killed. I don't know if he has any other friends. Let's say I don't have any friends. I had friends back at the academy, but in my position it's difficult to maintain good relationships with people. Mr. Boyd, did you give the order to suppress the protest by force? Oh, I could blame City Hall. But I already paid 21 grand to blame the Mafia, so I'll do that. A Mafia boss called me at my home and demanded that the protest be suppressed by force, otherwise my family would suffer. I hope that got me off the hook. I mean, blaming City Hall wouldn't really work, would it? To be fair. Because they're more powerful than me. Drunk student falls from the 5th floor window injured. Accident in reservoir water runs out in 2 days. This fall record rainfall in Freeburg. Awesome. We've had record breaking heat here, so cool. Too tired. That's nice for you. Well, you can go home because you're fucking old. So come tomorrow instead. Oh, we have a stripe. Let's give it to somebody because I like him. He's quite good at his job. Very effective and efficient.
You know when a police chief really feels his power? When he hires and fires people? When he throws folks in jail? When he's bossing everyone around all morning? No, there's no power there. Just bureaucratic red tape. Like directing traffic. Not that it's all bad. No, I feel it the most when people come to me with accusations. Accusations happen outside the law. They don't need to be rational or supported by evidence. They don't petition justice in the careful words of legal formality. No, an accusation is a personal cry, full of resentment or envy, a defeated moan, or an angry howl. The accuser rarely imagines you'll share their resentment, their envy, their hatred. No, but they do imagine that your love of power is so strong that you'll leap to decide the fates of others, happy just to take someone's word for the facts. Businessmen accuse the gangsters blame our public figures denounce politicians, the politicians point to the businessmen. When it comes to accusation, there's only one rule. Don't aim too high. If you overestimate your own importance, then complaining can cost you your life. So choose the easier path, exaggerate as far as you can, and try to make your plea sound as sad and pathetic as possible. The accusation I received today sure didn't fit the normal mold.
What we're being accused of now?
He'd taken down the family that had ruled Freeburg for 3 generations. Within a few weeks of his ascension, Vikas Varga had already made it clear he liked this town and he was here to stay. Anyone with an objection would die. According to the letter I'm holding, the apparent suicide of Hikaru Moto, coach of the Dragon's Lair Martial Arts Club, was actually staged by Connell O'Toole, a lieutenant of the Warg Mafia family. O'Toole, under the protection of the Wargs, organizes illegal fights where anything goes. He recruits fighters, takes bets, and even makes a showing in the ring from time to time. Once this huge Scotsman found himself in the ring with Hikaru Moto. O'Toole figured he could easily defeat the skinny Japanese man and put a lot of money on himself. But Hikaru Moto opened up with such punishing damage that O'Toole had to give in right away. O'Toole might have given Moto the win that night, but a few days later he showed up with a gun at the man's house and demanded his money back. Hikaru refused, but O'Toole beat him until he showed him where the winnings were hidden. O'Toole then shot Hikaru Moto in the head, scrawled out a quick suicide note, and left it next to the body with a gun. Looking at the photo of the red-headed thug, it's hard to imagine he was beaten by a fella half his size. And why would he kill him anyway? O'Toole could have just beaten the crap out of Moto, taken the money, and walked. It's not like his victim could go to the police complaining about the theft of illegal proceeds. There is something wrong with this story. I'd have figured this letter the ramblings of a retired gangster looking to spice up his life with little excitement. The way the letter started, "My dear little old cupcake," I had every mind to toss it in the trash. But something else got my attention. They're rarely ever signed, but this one ended Robespierre, and I doubt it's an imposter. No one would go against the most powerful group in the city, hoping to hide behind the name of some prankster clown. Like everyone else, I had no idea who Robespierre was or what he wanted. But there was no doubt that this guy was more than a little crazy. An arrogant psychopath. Could be dangerous. Definitely worth looking into.
Possible homicide. Nice one. Akara Moto, instructor of the Dragon's Lair and martial arts club, was found dead in his apartment. There was a bullet hole in his temple, and next to the body was a gun and a suicide note. Yeah, we just found out what happened there. 3 armed robbers wearing masks entered the bank and demanded the manager open the safe. Get 'em, boys. Fuck 'em up. A young woman, frightened to death, just called in from the trade union. A drunken factory worker broke into the building, the same man who yesterday visited the union, demanding a return of the money that was withheld from his salary over the past 6 years. The man is shouting and threatening to break through the service window. The bank is located in the city centre, where there's a lot of traffic and civilians. Okay. Block the exit. A woman's shouts can be heard from inside the bank. Use the bullhorn or storm the building. Use the bullhorn. Holy fucking shit. Storming the building probably would have been better. Fuck me. That's just whittled my fucking force down to nothing. Can I hire some more people? No? Fantastic. Jesus Christ.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
We've just received an alert from a jewellery store. 6 armed men wearing masks entered the premises, demanding all the cash and the jewellery be placed in the large garbage bag. Awesome. Fucking awesome. Please hurry back. Oh, fucking another case. Go away. Sorry, just go away. I sent 3 with a paddy wagon. During a production of My Sweet Juliet the Zombie, actors in the performance were buffeted by flying eggs thrown by someone from the audience. The assault was accompanied by shouts, "Shame, necrophilia, how dare you mock such a classic." According to the elderly theatre guard, the eggs were thrown by 10 young girls, all dressed in white. Good luck, Grant. This has been a fucking disastrous day. Jesus Christ. So many fucking officers shot, all in one mission. God damn.
311A in progress.
A call just came in from a girl who went with her friends to have a barbecue out by a sawmill. When the food was almost ready, a group of drunk students suddenly approached, claiming that it was their spot. A massive fight broke out. Is it just big case day today? Fucking fantastic.
I was trying to raise 10-1, Sergeant Hotspot.
Retreat, because I don't want you getting shot. Civilian got shot.
412A.
Fantastic. Okay. Just everyone hurry back. Please. Fucking hell. The reception at City Hall doesn't have enough protection. The Mayor urgently requests that you send more officers. I physically can't, so goodbye. Come on. Thank you. Send the paddy wagon and send 2 people. Because then I've at least got 2 people left. This is terrible. Well, the day's almost ended, so that's good at least.
Progress.
Another armed robbery, fucking hell. 3 armed thugs managed to rob the audience of a playhouse, and before the civilians realised what was happening, the criminals had already fled the scene. Until the last minute, everyone thought it was just part of the show. The cloakroom attendant says the robbers are left in a yellow school bus. Is it the magic bus? Are they going to fly away? I want to fly away.
311A complete.
Okay, at least that one was dealt with well.
410B in progress.
Homicide. Awesome. At least it's not a fucking armed robbery anymore. Just need my officers to come
Looks like
back.
we have a situation here.
Even late at night, finding the right bus wasn't too difficult. The criminals abandoned it less than half a mile from the suburban motel. Okay, check the motel. The motel manager reports 3 men threatened me with a gun when I said we had no more rooms. I put them in a room we already rented, but they won't be happy when our guests return. Okay. Yeah, make sure everyone's locked the doors and everything before you start pissing around.
910B.
Or just somehow get a civilian killed. Fuck knows how that happened. Whatever. It's already a disastrous day anyway. An eyewitness reported that a man drove up to a gas station, got out, and shot the guy behind the counter with an automatic rifle. And now he's just standing there, quietly filling up his gas tank. The dude is crazy. Okay, let's get our other people back. I'm gonna send everyone with the paddy wagon on this one. Bloody Jesus, what is all this? New frames, yeah, we'll look at that in a minute. Detective died during the investigation. For fuck's sake. Can you just stop doing that? No new frames. 2 new frames, finally. Fucking hell. I might actually be able to solve that one now. Oh, I can't even send the paddy wagon. Great. I can't send the SWAT because I've already used them today. So they're gone. But there are no more calls, so no more officers will die unless they die in this mission. And let's see. They didn't die. Okay, everything went well. Good. We need to do some paperwork, yeah, just declare them all as dead. I don't know why you'd even delay the paperwork. That seems dumb to me. There's no benefit to it.
Oh, Jack, you always come back so late.
What's wrong? Bad news?
Good news, Jack. Laura is ready.
Ready how? She's coming back? When?
Not that fast, Jack. Laura's ready to talk. But if she's ready to talk, she's getting ready to come back. You just need to find the right words. You can find the right words, right, Jack?
I'm not an idiot.
I didn't ask for this, Jack. It's the middle of the night, and I'm alone on an old farm, 40 minutes away from anywhere, sat on a creaky porch, and now I'm getting snapped at. I came here so you could personally promise me that you'll be able to find the right words. So let's try again. You can find the right words, right, Jack?
I can find the right words, Mrs. Markham.
That's good to hear. Tomorrow night at 3 o'clock at the Octopus Restaurant. You know it?
Yeah, but it's closed at night.
Oh, I've arranged for them to be open. Don't be late. But don't come too early either.
Mrs. Markham,
Yeah?
I should probably offer you some tea or something before you go.
Do you have any tea?
No.
Good night, Jack.
Yeah, don't be offering something you don't have. That don't make any sense. Well, I'm going to leave this episode here. Leave a like if you enjoyed watching, don't forget to subscribe, and goodbye.
You ain't scared. Yeah. Things that go bump in the night. Me. I got a zombie army, and you can't harm me. Yeah, who do, bitch? Drink blood like a vampire without warning. Who do, bitch? Stand up. Hide your kids, grab your wife, better get out of sight.